You know?
You're welcome.
All right. How is everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. Do me a favor, Jesse, because it's a little too like. I'm
Oh,
gonna have Jesse zoom out just a bit, or do it a little higher, because like it's like there you go. Probably better. That's better. Yeah, we could do.
just want to get the whole hairdo.
We can. No, I just we could. There we go. All right. Let me start all over.
Hey, it's Nitty.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. We are live from the Microphone Studio. First of all, can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you guys can
Yes.
hear me. If not, please let us know. Second of all, I hope you guys are having a great day and a great start to your week. How's everyone's weekend? We had quite a few things happen around here. Happy Easter, happy late Easter. I hope you guys had a great Easter and got to spend some quality time with your friends and family. I know Sam was busy Sunday with markets
And Saturday
and
night.
Saturday, so she had a busy weekend, but she said it went well. Jesse, what you do? What did you do?
I didn't do a whole lot, honestly. I relaxed a lot this weekend.
That's
I
good,
didn't
man.
drive as much, didn't work as much, so.
Relax is always good.
Yeah,
Relax is always good. The body always needs it. But yes, again, happy late Easter. A few days late, but I hope you guys had a great day. Again, spent some quality time with the family. Yes, we are a little early today. We're starting the live a few minutes early. So you're like, what's going on? We started earlier just because we have another live after this, and we want to make sure that we set up on time. If you don't know, we haven't seen our stories. Even if you don't follow us on our other platforms, make sure you do, because if you did, you would know that we have a special guest on our next live. So make sure you tune into that one. Should be a lot of fun. I say this all the time to the guys here. It's gonna go the way it goes. Whatever happens, happens. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to not only get to know Jevin, but he's a very talented crafter, engraver. So should be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys join us there. Also, if you did not know, and if you did and you took advantage of it, I hope if you did, great, good for you. I know we got a restock on our whiskey glasses. Who jumped on those, because they were going off the shelf really fast. And remember, Mother's Day, Father's Day is just around the corner, so those would be great items to do as a set. So if you still have the time or chance to jump, I'm not even sure we have them in stock anymore left. But if we do, make sure you guys jump on those. Again, they'll be a great set, a great gift, or another product to give your customers a chance to buy from you. And again, it's a great item to customize, detail it with the name, engraving, and stuff. So it should be a lot. It should be good. So if you did not, go to the site. I think we still have some in stock. I'm not sure. I don't want to. I'm not 100% sure, but if there is, make sure you jump on those. Yes, Sam.
I got a couple of things.
Couple of things. Okay.
One, I see a newbie in the crowd. That is Creative Lady, and she's saying Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. Okay, happy Earth Day to you as well. I did not know that. I saw something, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but I did see that it was happy pup day, I think, dog day, or some type of animal. I'm
Every
not
day's a
sure.
good day.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's today, but it can't be today because today's Earth Day, you said, right? So
Yeah.
happy Earth Day. So it might have been yesterday, or maybe I'm even late. I don't know. But thank you. Same to you. And she says, is a newbie? A
I
newbie
just
or?
haven't recognized the name before, but she says she's watching from Memphis, Tennessee.
Thank you. That was my next question. Where were you watching from? And if you do it, what kind of crafting do you do if you do any crafting? Because obviously we go live on Tuesdays and we craft something different every single time. And this live was actually suggested on our suggestion box. So if you're here on the live, this one's for you. Sam is going to craft and sublimate a pen from start to finish. She'll show you how to do it correctly.
Hopefully.
Or hopefully, yeah, hopefully, we'll see. Again, it goes the way it goes, right? That's our saying around here. Whatever happens, happens. But we're here to have a good time. We're here to entertain you guys. So again, if you have any questions throughout the live, please make sure to ask us. Ask away. We'll give you an answer. Hopefully, we have an answer for you. If we don't, we will get one for you. Yes, Sam.
And then we have some friends in the crowd saying hello.
Hola.
We've got Catherine here. We've
Hola,
got
Catherine.
Ryan here and Nitty.
Hey guys, how are you guys? Happy late Easter. I hope you guys had a great Easter. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week as well. And again, thank you guys for joining us. Again, we always say this and we really truly mean it. we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, without your guys' support, without you guys jumping in and interact with us. This is why we have a job still, but we do appreciate you guys jumping in and entertaining us, or maybe we're entertaining you. But again, thank you guys for the support, and thank you guys for everybody who actually jumps from this live to the next live as well. So you guys are awesome. So thank you very much. Yes, Sam.
Two more things.
Two more things. Those.
So Melissa is from Fort Worth, Texas. She
Texas.
says hello.
Hola.
And that pens are her favorite. So she's
Pens are your
excited.
favorite. Awesome, great. Well, this is live is for you then. Again, Sam's going to show you how to sublimate a pen from start to finish using our MakerFlow oven and our crafter's pen. And yeah, absolutely. So what else?
And then the creative lady says she loves it all, but she loves laser crafts and sublimation.
Nice. So again, sublimating on this one. We are going to be laser engraving on our next one. And again, we're going to have a special guest joining us. Hopefully, cross our fingers, everything goes well. The gentleman's name he goes by Jevin, and it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, so make sure you follow us there. We'll be live on Instagram and TikTok at the same time. So follow us either one or follow us on both. And remember, if you happen to miss any of our past lives, don't worry, they're on our YouTube channel. Go subscribe and watch old episodes, I guess, lives,
Sure.
old lives and stuff.
Our past lives.
Our past lives. Go watch our past lives there. So subscribe there. And if you happen to understand Spanish, hey, subscribe to our Spanish YouTube channel as well. We do have great videos up there. We do have incredible crafters up there that show you how to do from resin to UV DTF on cups to resin cups. A lot of tutorials up there, so go check them out. So again, go subscribe to those two channels if you can do me that favor. Yes.
Carrie says hi, Danny, Sam, and Jesse.
Hi, Carrie. Carrie?
Yeah.
Hey, Carrie, what's up? How you been? But yes, again, we appreciate you guys coming on this live, joining us. And again, feel free to ask any questions. I know if you go to the site, you might see a couple of things that are out of stock. We're sorry. Be patient. We're hoping, crossing our fingers by the end of next month.
May.
End of May, we should have, for the most part, restocked on a lot of those products. So again, just be patient, and again, we appreciate you guys for all the support that you guys have given us. And again, if you have any questions, you could always, message, call customer service, or message us, and we will do our best to give you any type of information or answers that you're looking for. Besides that, I think I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to hand it over to Sam, and again, enjoy. So have fun, ask away, and yeah, I'm going to move out of here.
Awesome. All right, guys. So again, as Danny said, this was suggested by you, the people. If you guys ever have any other ideas, feel free to send them our way. The best way to do that is through our live page. So if you're not sure how to find that, we could probably put the link in the chat. But it is going to be on the About section of MakerFlow. There's going to be a whole section for the live. So on that one, it's got like past broadcasts. It reminds you of the dates and times. And then it also has a suggestion box. That way you guys can put in the suggestions. So this came to us last week after our last live. And we decided, hey, let's give it a try. So today's is going to be a little bit shorter, so we'll go ahead and get started for you. I have our sublimation pen, and I brought out a couple of them just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this opened up. I'm going to have you guys start voting for me. I see we have a few people in the crowd, so I'm going to give you some options. I'm going to say the first one with 2 votes will be the winner. So I have some sunflowers, I have some marble looking water, and then I have a couple of bee designs. So I have one with just honey and one with be kind. So let me know which one we should do, and we will get that started. Yes, Jesse?
No votes yet. Cindy said greetings, and Ryan said he'll be watching the replay. Gotta go to ball practice and get groceries.
Awesome. Understandable. Live your life, Ryan. We'll be here for you when you're ready.
And we got
hi,
one
Cindy.
for one for sunflower.
One for sunflower. Awesome. I will say too, I don't know if Carrie elaborated, but Carrie told me she had an exciting trip over the weekend, and they got to see some cool stuff. She sent me some pictures. Yes, Jesse.
And then we have 1 for bee and 3 for sunflowers.
Sunflower wins.
And then we have Kimberly and Maria both said hi and hello.
Hi, Kimberly, Maria. Good to see you. All right, so we're gonna do these sunflowers here, guys. So These designs here we actually got from our friends over at Creative Fabrica. So if you've ever gotten a purchase from us, you probably found one of their little flyers in your bag. But yeah, we work specifically with these guys. They'll give you a month-long subscription for free to check out what they have. Danny and I highly recommend downloading all of the things because during that month there is no limit. So download all the files, save them, and then just hold on to them for when you need them. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start with the sunflower one. Make sure you guys ask any questions as you have them. We'll go through it kind of quick, but we'll have a couple of them. We'll try to do 2 pens this time. So I'm going to move all my stuff out of the way here. Awesome. Okay, so I've got my design. I've got my pen. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and just prep this design, okay? So when we make these, I'll just kind of show you what I mean really quick. We make them to where they are overlapping just a little bit over the pen. So see how this paper is bigger than the pen itself? So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put a strip of tape along the back side of the design. That way when they fold over each other, they won't cause like bleeding or an overlapping image. And then I think Carrie's got a question. Can you see it, Danny?
It says it was nice. It was a nice day to go for a drive up to Ventura, even though the tide was low.
Awesome.
Oh, jealous.
Yeah, I'll have to show you. She sent me a picture. It looked really cool.
Very jealous.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just use some of my sublimation tape for that, guys. So this is our thin sublimation tape. I'm going to go ahead and just go all along the back side here. Now with this, we're not going to go over the edge, just as close to it as possible without going over. Perfect. And if you're not sure, you can always just kind of feel along. The paper and the tape feel differently, so you're able to kind of tell if that's poking through.
There you go.
Yeah, this looks pretty good so far. I'm going to go and just trim off these little overlapping pieces of tape real quick. Alright, here we go. Perfect. And if you don't get it all in one strip, that's totally fine. You can also pick up the tape if you need to move it around. It is pretty forgiving, so perfect tape to work with. Yes, Jesse?
Will the overlapping tip work for tumblers?
Yeah, we actually do the same thing with our tumblers. We print them out to where they're a little bit bigger. But yeah, I'll show you kind of how to tape that down to where you won't cause any like ghosting or anything like that. But yeah, cool. So we have this ready to go. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to just fold this a little bit to kind of just get it ready for my pen. So almost like a little taco. You're going to kind of just fold up your sides a little bit. That way it's ready for a pen. Oh, I bet it's just sit right there. Excuse me one sec. Okay, cool. Now I have my pen here. Have you guys ever taken this apart? Let us know in the chat if you guys have used our pens before. But these pens, what makes them special is they are designed for crafters specifically. So what I mean by that is this pen chamber right here is going to be completely independent of the pen itself. So what we can do is we can actually go ahead and we'll hold where the stylus meets the barrel. So hold right here. And then we're going to twist just the tip of the nose off like that. So while I'm holding the barrel edge, I'm going to twist just the nose. Awesome. And then you can take that barrel right off like that. So I'll set that down. I'm going to put my pen back together for safekeeping. And we'll leave that there. Yes, Jesse?
Carrie said yes, she has, and Cindy says I have from Veronica.
Awesome. I knew it. Yeah, Cindy's one of our older buddies from back with, we were working with V a lot. I hope she's doing well. I haven't seen her in a bit. Definitely let me know, but it's good to see you again, Cindy. And yeah, V had the best rap, so definitely good to hear that again. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our little pen barrel. We're going to put it inside of our image like this, okay? Now, the side that has tape, this side right here, I want that to fold down first. So I'm going to go ahead and just hold that in place over the pen. And I'm going to grab just a little bit of tape from my sublimation tape. And I'm going to tape the side that doesn't have any tape on it. I'll push that right over the edge. Okay? Yes, Jesse?
And then Ashley said, hey.
Hey, Ashley.
She was just trying to do a pen yesterday.
What's up? How did it go? Pictures or it didn't happen?
Keyword was try. That's the end of the story right there. It says it all.
Now, next thing we want to do with this, guys, is we're going to go ahead and make sure that this first little piece of tape that we laid down is nice and snug. So I'm going to hold it gently with 2 fingers and just give it a little shake. If your pen barrel comes out, that means you need to make this a little tighter. But since it didn't move, we're good to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and start my wrapping. So for this, You don't necessarily need to have a tape on a dispenser. I think it's easier to use the roll, but since this is how it's set up, we'll go ahead and make the best of it. So I'm going to go ahead and start here where the paper overlaps. So right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and use pressure to get that paper to lay down nice and flat. And I'm going to go all the way around. So I'm starting from the middle and I'm working my way to the edge. Let me know if I've lost anybody, if you have any questions. What you will see as you're going along is that seam line of the paper starts to get nice and even. Yes, Jesse?
Ashley said she got as far as printing out the design.
I'm so proud of you. You tried.
Baby steps.
And now that you're
Today
watching
she's
this...
gonna cut the paper. Today she's gonna cut the paper.
All right, so now that you're watching this, you are ready to move forward is what I'm hearing. And you're going to send us some pictures. It's going to be so great. All right, we're going all the way around. I'm going to go and just trim this tape off to make it a little easier to work with. And finish going around the pen. Yes, Jesse?
And then Kimberly said, I wish I could do pens, but my hands will not let me. It causes me more pain, so I stick to tumblers.
Gotcha. You know, and I understand that as well. I will tell you, once we used to do trade shows where we did pens like at the VIP night, just like nonstop. And after a few hours of that, my hands were definitely hurting. So I feel you there. I will suggest that there is a pinch perfect tool that they make, and it's specifically for pens. So it's like a little cradle. It'll kind of hold the pen in place with the wrap on it, and then you just lay down your tape. So that might make it a little easier for you. But yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't seen them before. Okay, so I taped from the center all the way to the edge, and then I left a little tail of tape at the end so that it's really easy to unpeel. So now I'm going to do the same thing from the center, working my way to the other edge, okay? So my little tape, and again, starting from the center point, that way it's going to be the same, the seam line will lay in the same place essentially if you're using the same amount of pressure going all the way around. So now we'll go all the way around the other way. And if you have a particular way you want to hold these, you are more than welcome to. I just think it's easier to kind of hold your thumb over place. That way it's just reinforcing all of this tape laying down nice and flat. And then if you see, here's my little seam line. I don't think you guys can quite see it, but it's getting really straight the more I go down here. And that's exactly what you're looking for. That way your image is nice and consistent. We'll go all the way around. Now, I know some people have asked before, like, do I need to have tape on every single piece of paper? No, technically you don't. I just think it's nice and consistent to kind of wrap it this way, but you don't have to fully cover all of the paper. The goal here is just to make sure your seam line is laying nice and flat. So if you can do that without as much tape, feel free. All right, so that's perfect. I left my little tail. So I've got two little tails on each side, and this is ready to throw in the oven. One more trick that you can do is you can also just kind of roll it on your little mat just to make sure the tape is laying nice and flat and that your design is nice and stuck against your pen. So we'll go and throw this in the oven. We're going to wrap one more while it's baking, and then we'll go ahead and move on to our next slide, which is going to be awesome and engraving. But yeah, let's go and throw this in. So I'm going to go ahead and just set it down right on the rack. Awesome. And let's set a timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 6 minutes. All right, for anyone wondering, we are doing 375 degrees for 6 minutes. So now that timer is going. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this back into place to show you start to finish, kind of how to open these guys. So again, for those who have used this pen before, you are familiar with it, but these were designed with crafters in mind, so they're really easy to use. We'll go ahead and we'll take the pen, we're gonna flip it upside down like this, slide the backing out, that way all your pieces stay in place, and then take your pen out. Your pen is gonna be wrapped in plastic like this. So super nice, they're always gonna be clean, so as long as you have clean hands, you don't have to worry about removing any debris, anything like that, you'll be good to go. So I'll go ahead and take this plastic off, put that back in the package, and then I'm gonna put the whole thing back together for safekeeping. Awesome. Now for this one, we're gonna do the same thing. We'll go ahead and get our design ready first. Now, what I have left is I've got the Be Kind, I've got the honeycomb drips, and I've got the marble swirl. Let me know which one we want to see. Yes, Jesse?
Melissa said pens and coasters are the best for her. And Ashley said the taping of the pen seems tedious to me.
I mean, it's a little bit extra, but it's also very quick. So, I mean, I was able to wrap that pretty quickly even while explaining. So just keep in mind, the more you do and the less you have to explain while you're doing it, the quicker it'll go. But yeah, let us know which one you guys want to see. We've got, again, the honeycomb, the be kind, and the marble. All right.
Got one for B.
Excellent. This one's my favorite. I hope it wins. Well, no pressure.
One for marble.
Okay. B, marble.
And be kind. Oh,
That's
just the
it.
Marble. Marble wins.
Marble one first? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. We'll do the marble. It looks really pretty too. But this one actually does bring up a good point. So see how kind of dull this looks right now, guys? Once we sublimate it, it's going to be super bright and vibrant. So let's do this kind of quick. Again, we're going to make this first live a little bit shorter so we can spend some more time on our next one with our guest. So I'll just go ahead and go through this kind of quickly. If you guys have questions along the way, be sure to ask them. I am here to help. But yeah, I just went ahead and I laid down my backing tape so that way the design doesn't overlap on my pen. Awesome. Trimmed off the edges, and then I'm going to go ahead and prepare this for the pen barrel. Awesome. Cool. So that's ready to go. Now I'm going to open up my pen. Again, you want to hold where the stylus and the barrel meet, so right here, the neck of the pen, and then twist off just the nose. All right. Once you have that nose off, you can slide your barrel right out. And I'll put the nose back on the pen for safekeeping. And just leave all this to the side. Awesome. Okay, so now I've got my pen. Now the side that has the tape is the one you want to lay down first. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that that is pushed down. Awesome. And that your pen is covered edge to edge by your design. Looks good. Okay, so now we'll take off just a little piece of tape. And this is going to be your anchor point. So you want that to be in the middle. And we're going to just push that down as much as you can. Give it a lot of pressure and make sure that's laying flat. Awesome. We'll do the same thing. Hold it with 2 fingers. Give it a little shake. If your barrel starts to get loose, that means that you need to tighten that design up a little bit and try again. But this looks perfect. So let's go ahead and we'll start laying down our tape. Again, we're going to go from the center and work our way to the edge. So I'm going to go right here where I laid that first piece of tape down. I'm going to go over that and wrap all the way around. I am using my thumb to apply pressure as I go around the pen barrel. And then you'll start to see your seam line even out while you're going. So perfect. Go ahead and keep doing that all the way around. And then let me know if you guys have questions. We are happy to help. And then I will give you kind of a sneak peek. So with our next live, we'll be working on some engraving again. So we have our buddy Jevin here from Cheney Concepts. And then we're going to be doing basically the F1 versus the Ultra. So our friend Jevin's going to have his F1. We're going to have the Ultra. And we're going to just show you guys some tips and tricks about engraving some of our favorite, giftable items that are coming up. Because there's so many seasons that are about to hit us. We got Mother's Day, Father's Day. And then, Christmas is always right around the corner. So you never really can get ready for that too early. All right, I got one side done. I'm going to start from the center, work my way to the other edge. And what is this? What do you guys think? Does this make sense? Do we have any questions? Has anyone had difficulty wrapping pens before? Let me know.
Everyone's just kind of watching right now.
Awesome. Jesse, did you ever have to do the pen wrapping? You did, right?
Yeah, for a bit, yeah.
What did you think? What was your most helpful tip that you learned wrapping the pens?
I would say honestly the biggest thing was unwrapping it.
Yeah.
Like leaving that little tag there so you can like unwind it all.
Yeah.
Instead of having to pick with that little scraper over and over again.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Danny? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it'd be unwrapping.
Yeah.
The whole wrapping over the edge,
Uh-huh.
so like you can unwrap it afterwards.
Yep.
I think that's,
That little tail?
yeah, that little tail that you leave at the top. Oh, yeah, like that.
Awesome. Well, hey, that was pretty perfect timing. So I wrapped this in 6 minutes because this is done now. My timer just went off. Would you mind switching it for me?
Yeah.
Cool. And then while that is happening, we'll go ahead and unwrap the first one we did. Take a look at it.
So this one's done, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know that we'll have time to get to the second one, But we'll show you definitely on the next live for sure. Now, guys, don't let this fool you. I don't have a lot of feelings in my fingers, and the tape's not hot. So I'm going to hold it by the tape. And you guys ready for this cool trick? Look at that. It's unwrapped. So cool. All right. So, again, I don't have feelings in my fingers. Don't try that after getting it right out of the oven. But yeah, I'm excited to say that I'm pretty sure I can just peel this right off. Yep. There we go. Okay, so let's look at the paper first. Let's talk about what we did. Okay, so this is the paper. See how right here you got all that vibrant image? So all of that would have bled onto the same part of the pen where the other design was. So this would have created a muddy image, but instead it's just transferred onto the paper. Now let's look at the paper we used. See how all that color came out of it? Isn't that awesome? And then we have this nice, vibrant pen barrel. Not too bad, huh? What was your question, Jesse?
Ashley said, I made a video about the oven last night, and in my rush, I didn't tape the edges down well in my tumblers. I was expecting the Ghostbusters to show up.
Yeah, that's a movie, my friend. But I appreciate your efforts, and it happens to the best of us. I will tell you that. So what do we think, guys? Came out pretty solid, right? And this, so for reference, this is where the seam line is, right here, where my finger is. So even though it's not a seamless design, like you can still see where the two ends are, there's no muddiness, there's not a double blurry vision, there's nothing. Like it's just a perfect clean image from edge to edge. So I think we did a pretty good job with this, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, we'll go ahead and put that back on the pen for safekeeping. Look at that. But yeah, so super quick and easy. And I will remind you guys too, these pen barrels are interchangeable for all of the pens we carry, as well as all the pencils. So we have a few different options as well, like glow, shimmer, stainless, and they're all interchangeable. So you can have as many different outfits for your pen as your heart desires. But yeah, super cool. We have about 3 minutes left on the other pen. Do we need to call it to get ready for our next live?
Yeah.
Okay, Jesse says I have to stop talking to you guys. So we're going to end this live, but in about 10 minutes, we're going to move back over to Instagram and TikTok, where we'll be there with our friend Jevin from Cheney Concepts, and we're going to have a lot of engraving fun. When I say we, I mean Danny. Danny will be doing the engraving fun. So yeah, hopefully, maybe. He might have Jesse substitute, but he'll be wearing like a Danny tag or something. We'll figure it out.
I feel like I'm getting under the weather.
Oh,
Getting
okay.
a realistic Danny mask, I'll do it.
All right, guys. So thank you again for tuning in. Please catch us on the next live. And we have an exciting winner giveaway to do on that next live, too. So you really want to be there. And